Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today we are making Brazo Gitano, better known as Gypsy's Arm, jelly roll. We're making it our Puerto Rican way. This is going to be filled with guava. It's going to be a mixture of guava jelly and guava paste because I don't have enough of either. So guava jelly, you can buy it in the jar already pre-made. Guava paste, I did it. It's in here. And in here we have guava with some water and some lemon juice that I have microwaved until I get it to that consistency. This recipe is an amazing one and it's simple to make. You just got to follow it to the T. Do me a favor, don't forget to hit the like button. As of now, just go really quick, hit the like button. Share this video with your friends and don't forget to subscribe. Anyways, really quickly, we need 4 large eggs separated, so yolks and whites. We're also going to be using 2/3 cups of sugar, so 1/3 of a cup for this and 1/3 of a cup for this in sugar, regular granulated. We're going to be using about a tablespoon of vanilla extract, 3/4 of a cup of cake flour. Yes, cake flour, not AP flour, not all purpose, but cake flour, because cake flour is a little finer, so it's even better. It gives you a lighter cake. 1/2 of a teaspoon of fine salt, 1/2 of a teaspoon of baking powder, 4 tablespoons or so of melted butter. You want it to be melted and cooled. Then you're also going to be using either butter or pan spray to spray your pan. Oven preheated at 375 degrees. Now, first things first, before we even get started, I'm going to grab myself a piece of parchment. I am going to spray my pan. Don't get me don't look at my pan weird. I was just using this pan right now to bake another cake, so I didn't even bother washing it because I'm using it right over. Anyway, so my pan, and I'm just gonna spray the crap out of my pan with pan spray because you don't want anything to stick. Make sure all corners are done, and you set that aside while we get started. So for starters, we have our mixing bowl that has been cleaned and is free of any grease because you need it for the whites to rise. You want your whites in the mixer. And we are going to start our beater on medium high. And when it starts to show a little bit of bubbles, then we start adding the first 1/3 cup of sugar. My 1/3 cup mixed. It's starting to show bubbles in the bottom, so we're going to start adding little by little our sugar. Let's increase the speed a little bit. You can do this using a hand mixer. After about 15-20 seconds, you add a little bit more, and so on and so forth until the whole 1/3 cup of sugar is finished. You do it in 4, maybe 5 increments. And now the last, we let that go until we get stiff peaks. This has been mixing now for a little bit. So we're almost there. I don't remember if I mentioned it or not, but the oven should be preheating at 375 degrees. So we have our stiff peaks. We're gonna set this aside. Take your beaters off. If you don't have a separate bowl, another second bowl, then put this mixture into one bowl and set it aside. Anyways, in the meantime, you're gonna grab yourself another bowl. Now we're gonna be using our paddle attachment, and in here we are going to add our 4 egg yolks, and we're gonna add our sugar And we're going to add half of a teaspoon, about half of a teaspoon of salt, and I'm using fine salt. And we're gonna go ahead and let that mix until it is light. While this is mixing, what you want to do is take your flour and your baking powder and sift it together. I'll be doing that right here. So we have half plus a quarter. And we're gonna add, and I'm simply going to as you can tell, it is getting really light and fluffy. And I'm doing this in real time here, that way you can see. So while one thing is getting done, one thing is mixing, you could be sifting. Okay, so at this moment we're gonna lower the temp, well, not the temperature but the speed, and we're gonna add our sifted dry ingredients. Let that mix really good. And now we're gonna add our melted butter. Let that mix in really good. I'm gonna go really fast for a second. Okay. I'm gonna stop my machine. Go up. We're gonna remove this. Set it aside, get ourselves a spatula, and we're gonna make sure that we have everything off the beaters, because everything here counts. Okay, and what I'm gonna do now is I'm just gonna take all the mixture and just make sure everything is well mixed. If you look at it, it's like a ribbon. You can write with it, so it's good. Anyways, so now we're gonna take half of our egg white, and we're going to add that into the mix, and we are going to fold it in. Fold it meaning we're gonna mix. So I'm gonna just go really quick right now. Not really in a folding way, but just quickly, and then I continue folding. So you go grab and break in the center. So again, you grab and break in the center, grab it and fold it in, and you continue to do this until you have all your egg whites incorporated. Now once everything is incorporated, we are going to put our mixture into our pre-prepared baking dish. Make sure you have everything out of that bowl. Every little bit helps, every little bit counts. Don't call me cheap. I just like to use everything that I'm using. Now you take an offset spatula and you want to go ahead and try to go as fast as you can, but at the same time, carefully. And now we have our oven preheated at 375 degrees. And we simply are gonna bake it for approximately 15 minutes, but you wanna watch it after 10. While your cake is in the oven, I want you to grab a clean kitchen towel. Doesn't have to be the prettiest, but just clean. And you wanna go ahead and cover it with powdered sugar. Why? Because that's going to prevent your cake from sticking to your towel. Now we just wait for the cake to come out. So once the cake is out of the oven, we want to run a knife around the sides really quickly. Make sure there's absolutely nothing sticking, or if you get any sticking, you can make sure that it comes out. And you want to grab the paper. And what we're going to do is that we're going to grab it and go to the corner of the towel, and you're going to just bring it down. Follow me? And now we want to go ahead and carefully remove the parchment paper out of your cake. Carefully, especially in the corners, but for some reason the corners you will always get some sticking. Okay, so this is our cake coming out. You need to do this fast, and I'll explain. It's that we need the cake to be warm for us to be able to fold it. Now what we're going to do is we're going to roll it within itself. Okay, so we want to roll it within the towel. And now we're going to set it and leave it for it to cool just slightly before we do the next phase. So at this point, we're just going to go ahead and roll it again. Same way we started, we're going to roll it right back. And now we're going to grab either our jelly or jam or whatever it is that you're using. In this case, I'm going to mix both the guava paste that I made and guava jelly. We're going to mix them because I don't have enough. This isn't the first one that I made today, so. And we're going to just mix really quickly. We're going to grab an offset spatula and we're going to spread it. I think the more jelly that you have, the better it tastes. So we're going to add some more. And we want to spread it not until the edges, because we always end up cutting the edges, but you want to cover as much as you can. Now, if you want, you can add some cream cheese to this at this point. It also tastes absolutely amazing. Let's add a little bit more. Only because I just think it needs it. The more that we put, the better it is. So we're going to go ahead and spread it. Spread it. Spread it. And at this point, now we want to grab it again from where we were, how we started. Carefully now, because you know it always sticks for some reason right at the very beginning. So we want to go ahead and we want to start by covering it, bringing it down. Should have added a little bit more. And we want to continue to spread. Oh man, this one itself, I should have just added a little bit more. There we go. So we want to go ahead and spread it. Not spread it, I'm sorry. We want to go ahead and roll it. And we have it to where we want it. Seam side down. Remove your towel. That's exactly where I need it. Now what I'm going to do is that I'm going to cut the ends. I'm going to cut the ends only because I want to clean cut before I go ahead and dress this. So I'm going to go ahead, cut that end. So that way it looks pretty. Cut this end. See? Those ends you give to the kids for them to eat. And then you take your Jelly Roll and we're going to top it with 10x sugar. I'll show you the end result in a second. So this is our Brazo Gitano already. You can decorate this with all sorts of hollies and all sorts of things. Some greenery maybe, make it look really pretty. I'm just going by what I have. So there you have it. Our Brazo Gitano done my way. Anyways, thanks for watching. I will see you guys on the next video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Hit the notification bell. And I will see you guys on the next video. Bye. God bless.